Greetings and Happy New Year from the Fright Meter Awards organization. My name is Troy Escamilla and I am the president of the Fright Meter Awards. And I am very excited to be able to announce to you today our 2015 Fright Meter Award nominations. This will be our ninth year actually giving these awards out. So before I get to the exciting announcement of our 2015 nominees, I do just want to share with you a little bit about the Fright Meter Awards because I know that some people might not know what these awards are all about. Again, these awards were started back in 2007 and since have been presented annually. The Fright Meter Awards organization is actually a nonprofit organization, and it was formed solely to recognize and honor excellence within the horror genre. As a horror fan, a huge horror fan growing up, and a huge movie fan, I've always been kind of disturbed at the lack of attention that the horror genre gets by your mainstream awards. Even a horror film could have universal acclaim, which we have seen here in the last couple of years. Several horror movies have come out that have gotten acclaim from the mainstream critics, and then at the end of the year they're completely ignored by the mainstream awards. So the purpose of the Fright Meter Awards was really to create an award that recognizes and honors the horror genre in a serious and respectful way, because the horror genre deserves, I think, a lot of respect for what it has done in terms of pushing the boundaries of filmmaking over the years. We have a committee of over 50 members currently. These committee members are involved in some capacity within the horror genre. These are bloggers, actors, producers, directors, screenwriters. We even have a past Fright Meter Award-winning actress on our committee. And so it's a very diverse group, and it's a group of people that truly care about the horror genre, and really strive to watch as many horror movies as they can objectively to be able to determine, the nominees at the end of the year. And not only is it a diverse group of people in terms of their professional backgrounds, but also their location. Our committee has members made up of people from across the world, not just the United States. We have members from Ireland, the United Kingdom. So we really are a global committee, and we really do take these awards very, very seriously. This is a process that is really worked on the entire year as horror movies are released, and we really start to narrow down the films that we feel will be probably good contenders for the Fright Meter Awards. Um, a little bit more about the awards. Our eligibility. The eligibility rules are that a film, in order to be considered for a Fright Meter Award nomination, the film has to have its theatrical, DVD, on-demand, video on-demand, or television release between December 1st and November 30th. Okay, in the United States, that's key because a lot of times films are released earlier in other countries and don't come to the United States until, several years often later. We go by when it was released in the United States. The nomination process is pretty simple. It's a preferential ballot. Our committee members basically are given the nomination ballot and they list their top 5 choices in each category. Their number 1 choice gets 10 points, their number 2 choice 7 points, their number 3 choice 4 points, number 4 choice 2 points, and number 5 choice 1 point. All the ballots are then calculated, and the 5 films that have the highest points in each category become our nominees. And we're very excited. The Fright Meter Awards, they're steadily growing each year and getting more attention, and we really are. The goal is really to make this the most prestigious awards given to the horror genre. But enough of that, right? We're here to hear the nominees. So I want to get that out of the way here because I'm very excited. I think we have a great group of nominees this year, very diverse group. So without further ado, we're going to reveal the 2015 Fright Meter Award nominations. Our first category, Best Special Effects. The nominees for Best Special Effects this year are Crimson Peak, Deathgasm, Headless, Insidious Chapter 3, and Stung. Those are your 2015 Best Special Effects nominees. Next up, Best Makeup nominees. Your 2015 Best Makeup nominees. Bone Tomahawk, Crimson Peak, Deathgasm, We Are Still Here, and Wolf Cop. Great set of nominees we're getting down to. Now the next set of nominees are your Best Score nominees. There were some great horror scores this year, so this is a very competitive category. Really, there truly was, as you can see. The Best Score nominees: Crimson Peak, score by Fernando Velasquez; Deathgasm, score by Chris Vandergeer and Joost Langeveld; The Editor, score by Jeremy Gillespie, Norman Orenstein, Claudio Simonetti; Versetti Technicolor, Trevor Tumaneski, and Brian Wasiak. The Final Girls, score by Gregory James Jenkins, and It Follows, the score by Disaster Piece. Next up, Best Cinematography. Best Cinematography nominees this year for 2015. Bone Tomahawk, cinematography by Benji Bashki. Crimson Peak, cinematography by Dan Lauston. It Follows, cinematography by Mike Giolakis. Spring, cinematography by Aaron Moorhead. And We Are Still Here, cinematography by Kareem Hussein. Next up, Best Editing. Your 2015 Best Editing nominees. The Final Girls, edited by Debbie Berman. It Follows, edited by Julio Perez IV. Spring, edited by Justin Benson, Michael Felker, and Aaron Moorhead. Unfriended, edited by Parker Laramie and Andrew Westman. And We Are Still Here, edited by Aaron Crozier and Josh Ethies. Sorry. Okay, and your next set of nominees. The Best Short Horror Film nominees. I love this category. We basically ask, we put out press releases for short horror filmmakers to submit their films for consideration to our committee. And their film has to, if their short film has to have a festival release between the eligibility period of December 1st and November 30th of the year. We get some great submissions. Our committee, watches each of the submissions and comes up with our final 5 nominees. This is the 3rd year we've given this award. So I'm excited about this category. It's growing tremendously. And this year, your 2015 Best Short Horror Film nominees are Chomp, directed by Lynn Hanson; The Confession of Fred Krueger, directed by Nathan Thomas Milliner; The Package, directed by Damon Rickard; Ronald McDonald Playground Slaughter, the nominees to be determined; and Selfie from Hell, directed by Erdal Seelan. Okay, now we're getting into the big categories here. These are the categories that usually get the most attention. So we're going to start up with Best Screenplay. Your 2015 Best Screenplay nominees: Bone Tomahawk, screenplay by S. Craig Zoller; The Final Girls, screenplay by Emma Fortin and Joshua John Miller; It Follows, screenplay by David Robert Mitchell; Spring, screenplay by Justin Benson; and What We Do in the Shadows, screenplay by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. Okay, I think we're up to our first acting category here. So our 2015 Best Supporting Actress nominees. Last year, Rima Tiwiata won this for Housebound, so we shall see who the winner this year will be. Your nominees: Malin Ackerman for The Final Girls; Jessica Chastain for Crimson Peak; Deanna Dunnigan for The Visit; Lisa Marie for We Are Still Here; and Sierra McCormick, Some Kind of Hate. Okay, next up, our Best Supporting Actor nominees. Your 2015 Best Supporting Actor nominees: Larry Fessenden, We Are Still Here; Matthew Fox for Bone Tomahawk; Richard Jenkins for Bone Tomahawk; Lee Wannell, Cooties; and Rainn Wilson for Cooties. Interesting category here. Next up, our Best Actress nominees. Your 2015 Best Actress nominees: Barbara Crampton for We Are Still Here; Tessa Farmiga, The Final Girls; Nadia Hilker for Spring; Maika Monroe for It Follows; and Lin Shaye for Insidious Chapter 3. Next up, Best Actor. 2015 Best Actor nominees: Mark Duplass for Creep; Lou Taylor Pucci for Spring; Ryan Reynolds for The Voices; Kurt Russell for Bone Tomahawk; and Taika Waititi, What We Do in the Shadows. Alrighty, two more categories left here. Our 2015 Best Director nominees: Spring, directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead; Crimson Peak, directed by Guillermo del Toro; Goodnight Mommy, directed by Severin Fiala and Veronica Frank; We Are Still Here, directed by Ted Geoghegan; and It Follows, directed by David Robert Mitchell. Alrighty, one category left. The big one, our 2015 Best Horror Movie nominees. Past winners include last year The Babadook, Insidious, Cabin in the Woods, Trick or Treat. Some great films have won this category. Let's see who the nominees are this year. Your 2015 Best Horror Movie nominees are The Final Girls, Goodnight Mommy, It Follows, Spring, and What We Do in the Shadows. There you have them, the 2015 Fright Meter Award nominations. Winners will be announced in the end of January. Keep eye posted for the date. To learn more about the Fright Meter Awards, please visit our website at www.frightmeterawards.com. Find us on Facebook. Just type in Fright Meter Awards. Like us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter. If you are a huge movie fan or horror movie fan, and you think that this is something that you would like to be involved in, please contact me either through Facebook or the email listed on the website, troy@frightmeter.com. Because we are always searching for committee members who are going to be dedicated to helping us determine the best in horror each year. So there you have them. Again, Happy New Year, Happy 2016. Hopefully it's a great year. There's a lot of good horror coming out this year, so it should be a good year. Alrighty, thank you.